There's a certain type of person who can't hide their envy, even when they try to act normal. They avoid speaking to you when it's just the two of you, but the moment other people are around, they suddenly acknowledge you. They're not silent because they forgot. You make them uncomfortable. Your presence reminds them of something they don't want to face. They don't want to greet you alone because it feels like submission. But when people are watching, they can't risk looking bad. Today, we're talking about why hidden envy makes people act like this, what it really means, and how to handle it without lowering your energy. Welcome to Quiet and Relentless, where we see what's unspoken and recognize what's hidden. Have you ever noticed someone who acts like you don't exist when it's just the two of you, but the moment other people show up, they suddenly acknowledge you? That's not a coincidence. That's not forgetfulness. That's hidden envy at work. When someone refuses to greet you unless they're being watched, it's because they don't want to give you the respect you deserve. But when an audience is present, they have to keep up appearances. Today, we're breaking down why this happens and how to navigate it without giving them the reaction they want. This podcast is for the chosen, the empathic, the unshakable. 4 reasons why they only speak when others are around. 1, they don't want to acknowledge your presence. Envy makes people act in petty, passive aggressive ways. If they were to acknowledge you one on one, it would feel like admitting they see you. And that's something their ego won't allow. 2, they want to control the narrative. When they ignore you privately but acknowledge you in front of others, they're controlling how people perceive the relationship. If they spoke to you in private, it would mean treating you like an equal. But in front of people, they pretend to be cordial so they don't look bad. 3, they're afraid of exposing their true feelings. If they spoke to you in private, their tone, body language, and energy might reveal their envy. They avoid that risk by keeping their distance unless they're forced to acknowledge you. 4, they want you to react so they can play innocent. If you call them out or act cold back, they'll act confused, like, what did I do? They'll pretend they never had an issue and make you look like the problem. It's a manipulation tactic. 4 ways to handle hidden envy without losing your peace. 1, recognize the game, but don't play it. When you see the behavior for what it is, it loses power over you. Don't waste energy trying to fix it. Just observe and move accordingly. 2, never chase acknowledgement. Whether they speak or not, your presence is still felt. You don't need validation from someone secretly competing with you. 3, respond with confidence, not emotion. When they finally speak in front of others, keep your response polite, short, and controlled. They expect you to be confused, annoyed, or reactive. Don't give them that satisfaction. 4, let their envy work against them. The more they try to downplay your presence, the more obvious it becomes to those paying attention. Eventually, they expose themselves. Stay patient. When people refuse to acknowledge you unless they're being watched, it says more about them than it ever will about you. They think they're in control by ignoring you, but deep down, you're already in their mind. Let them play their game. You keep moving in confidence, knowing that your presence speaks louder than their silence ever could. This is Quiet and Relentless, where we see the unseen and move with purpose. If this episode spoke to you, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with someone who